Cops have to arrest a wide range of people. However, what happens when a cop has to handcuff his own boss?
Gonna say anything.
I'm not drunk, I'm fucking pissed and I'm tired.
Here are examples of this extremely rare situations. Starting with Corporal Scott Birdsey, who crashed his car while drunk.
So,
Reached out for my lighter, slammed into his ass.
cool.
No, not really.
Not really. At least Neil's off. He can come give you a ride. Maybe you should not do that then. Sorry, Birdie. Alright, bye.
Brooke and Scott are obviously acquainted, and Scott, curiously, does not hold back when describing the incident in detail. Scott is clearly at fault in this situation. So before proceeding, Brooke decides to call back to the base and inquire whether it is okay for her to handle this incident.
Sorry, Birdie. Hey, this crash, Birdie, so come work it? Okay. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've worked a crash with one of us in it, so... No, he's not on duty. He's in his POV. But I just didn't want there to be any, like, conflict of interest type issues. Alright, that was it. I just want to make sure. Alright, bye. Dang it, Birdie.
Brooke is given the go-ahead and told that she should have no problems handling this case. But that was before she realized what was going on.
Huh?
Wait on his way?
He's not coming.
Black pants, with a white shoulder bag, black beanie.
Good?
One white glove.
Walking home, but yep, I'm good.
I'm sure Neil would come get you if you need. I mean, he's up. I texted him.
What a fucking day.
You don't need EMS?
No.
Hey man, your airbag deployed. I gotta ask.
I know.
Alright.
One of them days.
Yep. Alright. Here's that back.
Scott's slurred speech, slow reactions, and slight loss of motor control indicate that he is under the influence of something. Brooke believes he has been drinking at this point. Scott is no longer her supervisor. He's just a suspect in a case, and he's drunk and possibly unpredictable, a dangerous combination for a female officer.
So please don't make my life difficult.
I would never do that to you.
Okay. I'm very uncomfortable right now.
And I apologize for putting you in that position.
Okay.
Are you on?
Yes. Yes, I am. And I'm going to remain on
Fair enough.
because integrity.
After a short wait, another officer arrives, indicating that they can finally begin getting to the bottom of this with some sobriety tests. These lasted more than 10 minutes, but it's easy to tell how they went by watching a few seconds of them.
Do you understand the instructions? You may begin the test.
One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Do you want to finish?
One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Birdie.
Based on this, and the overwhelming amount of evidence against him at this point, the officers concluded that Scott had been drinking that night and decided it was time to put him in handcuffs, something he was less than pleased about.
Fix this, Birdie.
Channel 2, 530.
It is for my kids, my family, fucking everything. I'm sorry, you too.
You're fine.
No,
Absolutely
I'm fine. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. These people are working. That's fine. It's okay.
Despite being one of the most polite and respectful suspects on this channel, Scott received a better sentence than the vast majority of criminal cops. He was charged with driving under the influence and property damage after blowing up 156 at the station. He was sentenced to pay a fine of just under $1,000, perform 50 hours of community service, and attend multiple substance abuse and DUI classes. His driver's license was suspended for 6 months. The driver of the vehicle he had also sued him, and a cash settlement was reached. On top of that, he was suspended without pay for a week and given a last chance agreement, which meant that one more mistake and he'd be fired for good. In reality, one of these cases should be handled in this manner. When New Mexico cops were put in the same situation, they demonstrated just how corrupt America's cops can be.
Okay,
You're the type of cop that what?
that doesn't give breaks, okay?
This officer pulled over a truck in Lordsburg after suspecting the driver of intoxication. However, as he approached the window, he was met with a wave of surprise and disappointment.
Alright, so who's with her?
The little child.
Or, I mean, we're gonna have to do our job, bro. Do our thing.
The driver was the mayor of the city, and this was the third time she'd been pulled over for the same offense. Worse, she was doing it while driving with her foster child in the car.
You mind stepping out of the vehicle? We'll review paperwork on my unit real quick.
The cops are now in an extremely awkward situation, but after a brief discussion, they decide to proceed with the stop as usual and do their jobs, at least for the time being. Both officers noticed a strong odor of alcohol on Glenda as she exited the vehicle, and she quickly admitted to having a few drinks that night. Her slow speech and movement indicated that she was clearly over the legal driving limit. However, this is the third time she's been pulled over for drunk driving. Will she really be punished for it this time? This officer believes there is a chance.
Let me just get him home.
Huh?
Please, let me just get him home.
Get who?
Ethan.
Oh, yeah, but you know, I'm the type of cop who doesn't give breaks, okay?
You're the type of cop that what?
That doesn't give breaks, okay? When I approached the vehicle, I did notice an odor of alcohol coming from alcohol coming from inside the vehicle, okay? I don't know what you talked to him about.
I didn't talk to him about
Okay,
it.
but when I observed you walk out, you were kind of swerving all over the place, okay? And then right now, you're just, as you're standing, you're kind of swaying side to side,
Right.
okay? Thing is, you're the mayor, okay? I'm your employee.
It doesn't matter.
I'm your employee, okay? So,
Let me just take him home.
Linda, I can't. As a matter of fact, I just went through a class on this
Okay. Let me get my phone.
2 weeks ago. Let me do this
Can
first.
I get my phone?
Well, let me do this first, okay?
Let me get my phone.
I'm not gonna lie to you, okay? Let me do the SFSTs first, okay?
Right.
And then from there, we'll see what happens.
Right. Can I please just get my phone?
Let me do that first, okay? It's honestly, it's awkward to me,
Right.
okay?
Right.
But like I said, I did observe that you're kind of swaying while you're talking to him.
Just get my phone.
You can't get your
Please.
phone. Let me do the SFSTs first, and then you can
So
get your phone.
right now, Glenda,
Glenda is their boss, as the officer stated, so there is clearly a conflict of interest here. So they summon New Mexico State Police to handle the situation from here. When the original cops find out what happened, they realize they could have done a better job themselves.
yeah, we can do that. Well, when I finally recognized the truck, I was like, shit. So I contacted her and
Because she begged for me to let him take him home, but I can't.
when she got out, she can't even walk, bro. So that's not like that. But like I told her, our concern is Ethan, the little boy inside,
Yeah.
because there's no way.
When she approached you, I saw her just
Yeah, she's
like all over the place.
Yeah, she's just not really bad. Like the way she stumbled, we have to do our job. I mean, it's a situation, but I mean, we have to do our job. That's what we get paid to do.
It's her choice. decided to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I would have. There's so many different ways that we could have.
She could have asked us for that.
She could have easily contacted us, and I would have gladly given her. People make choices, man.
I told them to tell her to wait over there so I
Where?
can come and get her. Because I was at home and I was like, okay, I'll go get you right now.
Where the?
We were all the Elks.
You guys were all at the Elks? Okay.
I mean, sadly, it sucks, but it is what it is, man. We get paid to do a job. We have to treat her to everybody else like we would treat anybody else, you know.
You still?
Oh, I know. You gotta do your job. You gotta treat them like it's just anybody else. At the end of the day, we still got a job, and God forbid, or thank God she didn't wreck or anything.
God tree.
What?
How much longer?
Like I said, well, he's my supervisor, and like I said, they told me they have to wait for SP.
Despite all of the clues picked up by the first two officers, the state cops decided she wasn't over the limit when they arrived and was thus free to drive. Given that she is the mayor, there is obviously a corruption debate here, but for the time being, we'll take his word for it. Glenda, according to the cop, is currently at a 0.6. However, this was an hour after the initial stop. Glenda was getting dangerously close to the coveted 0.8 she'd be charged for, given that your blood alcohol level drops at a rate around 0.015 per hour. You may also be wondering why the cops did not immediately use a breathalyzer to test her blood alcohol level. The answer is found in the Fourth Amendment. Cops must provide probable cause that a driver is impaired before collecting chemical evidence to prove it. That is the purpose of the sobriety tests. Glenda went home that night rather than to jail because of the combination of these two issues. Why she's been pulled over for the third time, and why it won't be the last. But next is a Georgia police officer whose name is Michael Yarrow. On June 20th, 2023, he pulled over a Dodge Charger that was exceeding the 35 miles per hour speed limit. However, when he approached the window, he was greeted with a huge surprise.
Really?
License in the back, so we're gonna pay.
Yeah.
The driver was chief deputy of a local PD, Michael Yarrow, who was not the person this officer expected to pull over. However, this has no effect, and the officer requests that Yarrow hand over his license and registration, which he strongly opposes.
Hello?
Guess who I just pulled over?
Who?
Yarborough.
Really?
Yeah, the chief deputy driving a Dodge Charger, a souped up Dodge Charger. It belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this at 96 in a 35.
What was the issue? I mean, why is he speeding?
No reason. He's in an unmarked car. He just got a high horsepower car and decided he wanted to play.
It's your traffic stop. You do what you think you should do. I mean, I'm not telling you one way or the other. You do a 96 and a 35.
Okay. Well, you know I don't care for him, so I'm gonna ride his.
This stop could have gone in a completely different direction if body cameras hadn't been present. However, it appears that this officer is not a fan of Yarrow and decides to cite him for speeding. For some, handing your boss a $500 fine is a dream come true, and it appears that this officer feels the same way.
Sir, here's your ID back. This is your copy of the citation. If you would sign right here. It's got a court date, time it's a must appear.
Yes, sir.
Please slow down and have a safe day.
Yes, sir.
Speeding tickets in Georgia are priced based on how much you exceed the speed limit. For example, if you exceed 24 miles per hour, you could face a $500 fine. If you're going as fast as Yarrow, you'll have to pay an extra super speeder charge. But it appears that this officer decided to annoy his boss even more, as this ticket did not include the additional fee and instead required him to appear in court. Yarrow was also suspended for 40 hours without pay following the incident. Unfortunately for this next boss, his employee was not so cooperative during his DUI stop.
Captain.
Huh? A what?
Captain.
Of what? The big, don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car. 116 show me 1060 on Henry Lincoln Edward 497. Have a seat.
I will. I'm not.
been drinking tonight?
I just got a ride.
You've been drinking tonight, sir.
I'm a captain on the police department.
What police department?
Oklahoma City.
What division?
Investigations.
What are you doing pulling in here?
My mom and I stay here.
You been drinking? How much we had to drink tonight, sir?
Please.
Huh? I'm not turning my camera off.
Okay.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle.
He's completely blasted, even to the point where he believes the camera cannot hear what he is saying. Despite the captain's requests, the officer refuses to turn off his camera and continues his investigation. Timestamps: 12/17/13/16. He must have had a few too many beers, because he was not only stumbling over his words, but also swerving across both lanes on his way home. The captain is then searched and told to stand in the open where his balance and sobriety are tested.
Come over here, it's a little bit more level. You having those shoes and need cause you for keeping your balance or anything?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. I'm going to demonstrate for you first. While I'm demonstrating, I want you to stand with your feet together, hands down by your side, just like this. All right, sir? What's your name?
Matt French.
Matt French. Mr. French, stand just like that for me.
Okay.
When I tell you to begin, okay, I'm just going to demonstrate for you first. I want you to pick a foot of your choosing. It doesn't matter if it's your left or your right foot.
I'm familiar.
And I want you to lift it approximately 6 inches off the ground. And while you look at your toe, I want you to count by 1,000s, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, so on and so forth until I tell you to stop. At any point in time you lose your balance or your foot touches the ground, just go ahead and pick your foot back up and continue to count, okay? Do you understand these instructions I've explained to you, Mr. French? You may begin.
1,000.
Keep
Sir,
going.
can you turn that off?
I cannot, sir.
Please.
I know you're aware of our body cam policy. You know I cannot turn off this body camera.
I do, but I'd like to talk to you.
I can't do that, sir.
Please. Please. I'd like to talk to you.
Well, are you going to do the test or not?
Will you please talk to me?
I'll talk to you once we're done.
You can turn it off, you can turn it on.
I can turn it off once I'm done with my investigation, sir.
Okay. I'm asking you. I'm a captain on the police department.
I understand that, sir.
Even though the captain begs him to turn off his camera and just talk, the officer stands firm, stating that he must treat everyone equally or his job and livelihood will be jeopardized. He's displaying a fantastic amount of integrity, which we don't see very often, most likely because of people like this trying to pull rank. They then proceed to the third and final test, which consists of simply walking heel to toe for 10 steps.
Each step out loud, back the way you came until you get to 9. Do you understand these instructions I've explained to you, Mr. French?
I believe so.
Alright, anytime you're ready, you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Alright, go ahead and turn around for me. Put your hands behind your back.
Are you gonna arrest me, sir?
Yes, I am.
Can I talk to you?
Go ahead and put your hands behind your back, sir.
Can we turn the camera off now?
Yeah, we'll turn the camera off now.
Thank you. I'd like to.
Now that the investigation has been completed and the suspect has been arrested, the officer turns off his camera and returns the captain to the police station. He was not only suspended from his position as Oklahoma Police Captain, But he was also hit with the standard DUI penalties, which likely include a small fine and a few months in jail. If you enjoy true crime videos like this, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on any future videos.